Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today it's all about the chicken Parmesan, but we're going to do it easy style and we're going to put it all on the griddle. You guys stay tuned. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of putting it over pasta, you guys know that I like to wash my carbs lately. This is butternut squash. It either comes spiraled or this is shoestring style and it's just as good. But I'll tell you what it does. It reminds you of the word al dente, and al dente means to tooth, and it just gives a little extra variety in your mouth. Okay, and so what I do, I like to cut this even more, and we'll do zucchini spirals. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of these gadgets. Does it really work? Is it really worth it? Surprisingly, we use ours quite a bit, especially in the summer when we're growing a lot of vegetables in the garden. So I've already got one done. I'm just going to show you real quick. You literally just put it in there and twist. All right, so you guys can see it does some nice little spiraling going on, and that's what we're going to put our chicken Parmesan on. Okay. All right, let's move this to the side. That's going to be last. All right, so now we're talking about the star of the show, the chicken Parmesan. Still, I'm kind of going to cut my carbs. You guys know that we did the country fried steak. We didn't hold no carbs back. It was loaded to the tilt. But what we're going to do is offset the carbs with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, okay? Still got my panko breadcrumbs. You guys know I like those. Then we're offset it almost like a Parmesan crust. So about a quarter of the panko, about 3/4 of the Parmesan. And this is the secret. You got to get the shredded, not the grated. The grated does not do well on the flat top. So you got to get the shredded, okay? So I'm going to put a heavy dose in there. It's almost like a cheese crusted chicken Parmesan. So all I've done with the chicken, I've cut the chicken breast in half. Lately, the chicken breasts have looked more like pterodactyl breast. They've been extremely large. I cannot imagine what the chicken would look like. The head's got to be this tall on them. I'm telling you, they are massive. So I split the chicken breast in half. I did not pound them out. I actually prefer my chicken Parmesan to have, a little bit of chicken to it instead of just all breading. Okay, so that's the game. A little bit of splash of half and half, and just 2 eggs. And all we're going to do is beat that. I'm not going to over season the chicken that much. Remember, there's a lot of flavor in your sauce. You want to be able to taste the cheese, so I'm not going to try to overpower the chicken. So basically, each breast is going to get salt, pepper, crushed cracked pepper, and just a fine dusting of whatever your favorite Italian herb seasoning is. So there's 1. Remember, the Parmesan cheese got salt in it. Okay, so let me show you what we do. Just dip it in your egg wash. Okay. Shake off the excess. And right inside your Parmesan and panko crust. I'm going to get the rest of these done. We showed you how to do one. And then when I'm done, we're going to get back to it. All right, so we got our chicken all done. Our flat top's preheated. I cranked it up to about a medium high. We're about 380 degrees. So I'm gonna hit it right back down on low. And just give it a quick shot right here. This is just a homemade marinara sauce that we make yearly. You guys know that we grow a garden. So it's just basil, garlic, onions, tomatoes, olive oil. It's just kind of how we like it. So, here we go. Very light on the avocado oil. Just enough to give yourself a little slick surface, because the Parmesan cheese, ironically, has some fat in it. Just like that. All right, guys, hasn't been long. Maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Fresh set of oil, fresh set of flat top space, because that way this right here is hotter than where your chicken is right now, okay? There we go. Nice little Parmesan crust. Let this section heat up for a second. You guys can tell, remember, how your oil reacts. Look, little things in there that's going to show you whether or not it's hot enough. Okay? It won't take a second. I'm gonna go wash my hands. While these are cooking, we're just gonna continue to flip them back and forth so they don't get too brown on one side. Typically chicken's 165, okay? Today we're going to about 160 because once it gets to 160, that's where we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, our sauce and our cheese. It's gonna melt down, so you don't wanna carry your temperature too high on your chicken because then you're gonna overcook it. All right, just a quick tip. You guys know all about a little dome system setup. I thought the chicken was taking a little bit longer to cook than what I wanted to. I just rearranged them, got them closer together. I'm just gonna dome it. It will not hurt your breading, okay? We're dealing with cheese and the panko. It will not hurt your breading. All right, just probe it a couple different places. Just start checking your temps. We're getting close. That's the biggest one of the bunch. So we're getting up there. I'm sure these are getting a lot closer to done. Yep, there we go. Okay. As you can see here, I've already got one moved off because obviously no piece of chicken cooks the same, nor is it as thick. So we're just gonna let those rest while these keep cooking. All right, guys, here we go. Important, look, remember, I've said it 1,000 times. If you warm up a pot on the flat top, just make sure that your handle is either way off the heat. If it stays like this, it's gonna be extremely hot, okay? So just be careful, it can burn you. Obviously, you're gonna layer as much sauce on there as you like. I don't think you need to go overboard because our vegetables are gonna have sauce in them too. Something like that. I've got this fresh mozzarella that came in a ball. I just thought it sounded really, really good. I've thinly sliced it.
Oh, it smells so good.
Come back in here with a little more cheese. I got the one that melts a little bit better. Okay. All right, I just pulled up a little piece of basil from the garden. While this cheese melts, a little fresh basil. Obviously, this is extremely optional, but it does melt right into the cheese. Move this over, we're gonna start melting the cheese. Okay. Vegetable time. First things first, butternut squash. It takes just a little bit longer to cook than your zucchini does. Hit it with just a little garlic powder, some salt, some pepper. Stir fry these up. Like I said, it doesn't take long. Next batch, zucchini, then we'll mix them together. That's one long noodle. All right. Same thing. Salt, pepper and garlic. I actually like using the garlic powder on these instead of wet or fresh garlic. I think it helps dry the noodle out. And just come back just a touch of Italian herb. I only did Italian herb on these noodles right here. I don't know why. I just don't like to go overboard with it. Same thing. All right, guys, so I got the vegetables done. I got the chicken Parmesan off. Got the rest of this homemade sauce. We don't need a lot. Obviously, if this was noodles, you guys could actually add the noodles right to the flat top. You can add your spaghetti sauce to the noodles and stir fry it just like that and pull it off. But since we are watching our carbs, tomatoes got some carbs. All right. Let's see what we got here. See, beautifully moist. See how that Parmesan crust did. That's some juicy chicken.
Let me try a bite. Give me a bite.
Wow. Homemade marinara sauce, not that bad either. I know it's a big bite, but I know you can handle it. Big old mouth like that. All right, guys, that's chicken Parmesan. We try to do it just a little bit healthier this time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Kind of healthy chicken Parmesan. Peace.